Hey guys, well, I had an awesome time at the Heroes Con this weekend. It's Sunday night, and what I'm going to do for those interested, and also to kind of apologize because I'm going to upload a few videos tonight because I got a ton of stuff. I have a family matter to attend to, so I'm going to be out of town for a few days. I'm going to try to still be able to do Finally Designed at this Tuesday, but anyway. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to make a couple videos showing my hauls. Okay, I'm going to try to make it maybe 3 videos. I don't want them to run real long. And then later on, after I deal with my family matter, I'll probably put up a video of a little short slideshow of some pictures. Okay, check out my Twitter. I've got about 3 pictures up. They might take you. I don't know. There might be a way to see the other pictures that I've uploaded. I'm not sure. But anyway, check out my Twitter. I got 3 or 4. I met Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, and a battle ensued, so it was pretty cool. Met a lot of great creators, had a blast, hung out with Howdeep02, hung out with a couple people, drove down with 3 good buddies on Saturday, and then drove down with 3 good buddies, a different set on Sunday. One of them you'll know is Daryl, who's in some videos I did. He does D&J Hobby Shop. I got 2 videos up from last summer, and he was wanting to do some. A couple people actually did recognize me there, 2 or 3 people. I was a little off. I got a little news about a family matter, and about 20 minutes later, 2 or 3 people on Saturday recognized me from YouTube, thanked me for writing them back. They were real nice. They asked for some advice here, and personal message about conventions, and just some other stuff, and I wrote them back, so it was really cool. Wore the shirt, met a lot of great creators, and I got to do a shout out to my buddies. That's probably one of them right now, Howdeep02. Spent some time with him Saturday and Sunday. Had a blast with him and his lovely wife. Had a blast. And most of the Howlermouse hustle for this weekend goes straight to him. He found some dime boxes. He showed me some quarter boxes, some 50-cent boxes, something like that. I'm a little frazzled. Going on 6 hours of sleep, and well, total for the weekend probably comes to 10 hours, so a little frazzled, but had a blast. Check out his channel, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about, this video is going to be community, and maybe some autographs so I can fly through there, and some posters and stuff, so let's get going. Again, check out Howdeep02, had a blast with him. It was just wonderful, and actually he just texted me a bit. Yep. And let me reply back to this. Sorry, don't mean to be rude. And so first of all, what we got here, I'll show you some prints. Community news. First thing, I mentioned Finally Designed, okay? So we'll get that out of the way here. I met the writer, and I'm not going to say his name right now because I got a lot to get through, and I don't want to get his name wrong. The writer of 5 Ghosts. He signed the first 3 issues of 5 Ghosts for me. This is an old bag. That shouldn't be a $4 sticker on there. He signed that. We talked a little bit about it. He told me, I asked him, turns out he has an English major, I think. He's also a teacher. And I asked him who the samurai was, and he told me. And I'm real nervous about that white stuff on this bag because it might mean an autograph got smeared, but I don't know. But anyway, he signed him, talked to him a little bit. Great guy. I got a picture of myself with him. He has agreed, if everything works out, to star with Constant Bromstar and I on Finally Designed. I sent Bromstar a message saying, he wants to be on. He hasn't really told me yes now, but I feel confident. I feel confident, okay? So the writer of the great 5 Ghosts wants to be on Finally Designed, so hopefully that'll happen in the next, I don't know, 2-3 weeks here, okay? I have his contact information, and we're going to write back and forth. And if we do it that night, he can come on at 6:45. So, maybe we'll get him on a Friday podcast too. We can be real nice, and everybody's real supportive. But the awesome book, we talked about it. He told me who the samurai was, and it's actually a literary figure. He has an English major, and all these are literary figures of the ghosts that possess Fabian Gray, and I don't remember the name, but he's real. He's in a book. All right, so speaking of community for Constant Bromstar, I hope you don't mind me showing here, buddy. He asked for a Commandy sketch by Adam Hughes. Adam Hughes was, I'm not going to comment on, I'll brag on a couple people in a minute. I'm not going to comment on creators, how they acted and stuff. But Adam Hughes did a Commandy sketch for $20. The $20 went to a charity to help dogs and stuff. The guy from Five Ghosts gave me the three prints. Said he didn't want to load them back, so he gave them all to me. I didn't ask him to sign them because he'd been so nice, and I took up a lot of his time. Well, he didn't mind a bit. He was really nice. Also, he has a backup feature in those books, and he had that guy with him, and that person signed his pages. All right, due to having a 3-day pass to the convention, I got an Eric Powell print that is signed by Eric Powell. Eric Powell is one of the best. You need to go see him. I wanted to give a shout out to Amanda Connor too. But this was a print exclusive to the people that got the 3-day pass. And there was an incentive because I actually printed off my confirmation information, and they gave me this print, you know, which was cool, I guess. Met Arthur Pseudonym, the guy from Heavy Metal. I'll show you some stuff. He does the Marvel Zombie covers. That's how a lot of people know him. He's been around forever. I got a print off of him, and he got me because he said he would sign all my books if I bought a print. I bit my lip. I didn't really want to do it, but I did it, and I saw this beautiful print. It's a DC zombie, and what made me get it is that the dead Supergirl has an apple in her mouth. So we got that print, and he signed it. Just wonderful. Here's the Lee Weeks cover for the Heroes Convention plan. Alright, talking about community here. Our good buddy Howdeep02, my good friend. You know, I'm a cheap guy. I'm really a cheap guy. I was going. We found some dollar boxes, and I put some books back because I'm like, they'll be on discount tomorrow, which would have been today, Sunday. They always mark down prices. He insisted, so he bought me the last issue of Flash 350. I don't know what the value is, but it is hard to get. And he also got this McFarlane Hulk for me. Yeah, and I found some more Hulks, McFarlane Hulks for $1 at the end of the day, but I was ready to go. I wasn't really into getting into the boxes. I had a great time, which you'll see in the future. And then today we met up this morning and stuff, and he asked me if I had like Frank Miller's first Peter Parker Spider-Man from back in the day. And I was like, no man, it's a cool book and stuff. And he insisted, and I don't know what he paid for it, but he gave that as a gift. And I gave him a few books, but maybe he'll show them in his videos. But you know. I hope he likes them, and I'm very appreciative of this, man. I'm really touched. I mean, this is going to be one of those things that does not get put up. So we have Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 27, Frank Miller. I'll have to do a little research. I'm pretty sure he said this was, I think it's Frank Miller's first one. I can't remember. Not lost sleep. And then I want to do my good buddy I went down there with. He comments and watches videos. I think he's Skullitarium. I know him as Tim. That's why I don't know his YouTube channel. He lives right down the road, you know, about a mile and a half. Asked him to spot me $1.25, man, and he said don't worry about it. So Steve Ogden had sent me another YouTube commenter there, and a really good guy, sent me an Omega the Unknown trade, and I've been reading it, and it's wonderful. And I found these for $0.25. Gotta hope they're showing up. Omega number 6, Omega number 10, Omega the Unknown number 5. I love that cover. Omega the Unknown number 4. And I found an Angela appearance in Glory, number 10. Yes, an Image book. Angela, let's see who wrote this. Joe Duffy, Ed Beans. So there's an Angela appearance at Image, which is awesome. Alright, let me think. I think community-wise, that's pretty good. I did not make the flyers like I said I was. I had technical difficulties with the computer, and I actually got asked about them. But I did put out the YouTube community. The back of the shirt says YouTube community. Amanda Connor. Met her. I'll talk about her for a second. She wrote down my name. She might check out the Watchmen stuff. Apparently she's a Watchmen nut. I'll talk about that in a minute. So let's get on to the autographs because we're 8 minutes in. And I got a lot here. So if you want to hang in there for the autographs. I got the first 3 issues of Godland signed by Tom Scioli. He wrote and helped co-plotted and did this. And let me tell you something. His signature is bubble letters. I have no idea if that's showing up. There it is. Yeah. That's his signature. Didn't know what to say while he was doing it, you know. So I got 3 of those signed by him. Godland is great. Big love letter to Kirby. Eric Powell. I'm doing these as in their order. Eric Powell is wonderful. The guy is real quiet, real good attitude, very respectful. Talked a little bit. Just a great all-around guy, man. I really enjoyed it. And I got a ton of stuff signed by him. I got Goon number 3, my favorite Goon story. Eric Powell signed it. I've liked Eric Powell since about 2005, I guess, when I discovered his stuff. signed by number 1. You can't see it, but it's in black letters. It's right there. Alright, he signed Satan's Babies. I actually came home last night and took some more stuff down. No problem, he signed it. And not only did he sign it, he put sketches in them. Satan's Sodom and Baby. That's funny. Just a great guy all the way around, man. Alright, signed Billy the Kid number 1. What was so funny is I didn't know I had this. I had Lagoon Noir in there. He took it out of the bag himself and insisted on signing it. Something I really thought was cool that he signed. He signed his Deathlock, Metalocalypse, whatever, versus Lagoon. He signed it. He Chimichanga number 1. I saw 2 and 3 of this for 50 cents, and I forgot to go back and get it. More Billy the Kid. I think you get the point. And then we come to his hardback novel, Chinatown. Put a sketch in it for me. Like I said, just a great guy. Now we come to Amanda Conner, and these aren't in order. I mean, I put them in order best I could, but I'm trying to do these videos so I can put this stuff up. All right, Amanda Conner. She got there at noon on Saturday. Had the longest line. She and Joe Stanton were the people with the long lines, and Amanda Conner was wonderful. She took her time talking to everybody. She talked my ear off, and I loved it. She I told her what I picked up in you know how I take apart these Watchmen books. If you watch my videos and stuff, I read into them and I find the symbolism and I find everything they put in there. And she was absolutely happy that somebody had took the books apart. She wanted to hear what I had to say. She told me about the research. I told her, you put your heart and soul in this. I even told her, I went ahead and told her, I said, you know, the way some people I talked to, we were thinking Silk Spectre was, we didn't expect a whole lot. She just kind of looked, and I was like, and you became the #1 book out of all that. We did not want it to end. I told her everybody on YouTube that had talked about Silk Spectre and stuff, she wanted to see the Watchmen reviews, and I warned her, you know, I said there's a bunch of us, and I flat out told her, I said I probably have like 190 videos and only 10 are worth watching, so she may be watching some of these videos, and she may be checking out the Watchmen list. She really came off as one of those people that's legitimately interested because it's Watchmen. You know, she's just great. And she told me how she hid a band. There's an Easter egg in one of the Silk Spectre books that she hid in a band who had been banned from playing in America or something like that during '65. She even said she tweaked the timeline, but she hid them in there, their likenesses. And I told her I'd look in the book, and she wanted me to come back today and tell her if I found it. I ran up there, kind of skipped the line a little bit, waited for her to have a pause with talking with this guy, and I said, did you put the kinks in there? She was like, yes, and she was so happy. She remembered me. She was awesome, awesome. But anyway, she signed JSA number 2, JSA number 1. Oh, come on, where's it at? Yeah, down at the bottom in silver. Here we go. She signed, of course, she signed the Silk Spectre books. Yeah, trying to give you time to see this. Amanda Conner, class act, just wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, some more Power Girl. I got to sign my JSA classified 1 through 4. Yeah, it's in silver. Yeah, there it is. And she is just wonderful. Got a picture of her holding these books up. Yeah, Silk Spectre. Yeah, right there on the shoulder, right there on the arm. Just wonderful, man. So I was so happy. She really turned the con around, because on Saturday I decided to do something a little different, and I get in the boxes a little bit, enjoy the cosplayers, which were wonderful, and try to see some creators, and I was not really being impressed with any of them. I'm not going to say how they were acting, who they dissed me. I was going to be positive, but when I met Amanda Conner, it all turned around. The entire con, that energy from her, just bam. Okay, met Jim Steranko, man. Got him to sign. You know, this Nick, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 4 here, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? He's a tiny man. I'm going to call it out. Some of us noticed that he probably has a hairpiece now, but he's old. He looks dapper, a classy guy, very professional. It was in and out. He's old school. He signed this. I'm not going to open it. He signed the story that inside of this. I was going to have him sign more stuff, but it was $5 a pop for autographs, and I didn't know it till after he signed these books, because he moved a print and there was a sign that said autographs $5, something $20, and all this stuff. So I just stopped there. But yeah, that's it. That's the one I wanted. That's my favorite Steranko cover, right there. Great guy, classy guy. Would have took a picture. He's funny about pictures. Didn't want it. It was in and out. pay the guy behind him, and you're out. Not rude, just kind of had a mask of, got things to do. He looked happy. He looked happy. Dave Peterson, mouse guard, another class act, man. He signed all my mouse guard stuff that I have. Just a class act. Here's the very first mouse guard. I was I didn't know if I wanted him to sign it or not, but he made it look like it was part of the title. I'm real funny, really am about. I know I help the value of the mouse guard, but I'm of the comic, but I'm still kind of funny about it. I just bit the bullet this year and did it because, like I said, it's kind of like some of the rock stars I didn't go see when they were alive. Some of these comic book creators are getting old, and I'm getting old, and who knows how long I'm really going to be into this hobby. Thanks, guys, for sticking in here with the 15-minute mark. I'm going as fast as I can. So then I took the dust cover off of this, and I showed him my shirt. Told him how I wasn't really happy with the mouse and stuff. Kind of told him I was. He may be checking out YouTube. I kind of told him about us. And he put a howling mouse in there. I should have put this first. So now I have a real Howlermouse at the moon. Now, is that not cool? Howlermouse. He signed this. Everything like that, which was cool. Alright, guys, we're going to go a little bit quicker now. I don't want this to go long. Tom Rainey. Tom Rainey is awesome. He's a penciler. He did Stormwatch. He's been in the business for 20 years. He's got stuff here and there scattered around. Real nice guy. Surprised anybody knew who he was. I told him he was great. He signed my Warren Ellis, the first Warren Ellis on Stormwatch, number 37. We turned the book around. And I picked my favorite cover. I actually bought this yesterday. You'll be seeing this again in the haul. But Stormwatch number 44 has an EC Comics tribute cover. Told him I loved it. We talked about this. Said that he had a great time doing it. Just an outstanding artist. If you haven't checked out Tom Rainey, do it. Then I met Bernie Wrightston. Bernie Wrightston is a sweetheart. I have Bernie Wrightston news. Are you ready? Are you ready? He's almost through with Frankenstein Alive number 3, I think he said. Number 3. Let me get it around there. What's going on? Anyway, and he said that it will be out by the end of the year. End of the year, guys. Okay, so it's doing great. I got him to sign what I could grab real quick. I did it right this year. House of Mystery number 207. Love the cover. He actually talked about it a little bit. Of course, I got him to sign. Where did he sign that? Oh my goodness. I got my 70s kind of reprints. Where did he sign it? Oh dear God. I'm about to flip out. Hold on. I don't think he signed this one. I'm flipping out. He had to have signed it. Oh crap. I saw him sign. Oh, looks like he skipped one. Moving on. Captain Stern, number 1, he signed. I don't think he signed all of them. I'm really. Oh, there's. I think he did. Hold on. Well, it looks like he pulled one on me. Crap. Well, at least he signed this one. I think he signed those other ones. I'll have to look closer. I'm trying to get through the video. But he finally did sign this one. Yes. I said apparently I have 2 books signed by him. We were talking about Alive, and I saw him walking around, and he's just kind of floating around. These reprint those. Man, I'm flipping out. That's okay, Bernie. Unreal. I was sitting right there. I know I saw it. Oh well, that's cool. Got 2 Bernie Wrightston books signed. It's cool. Alright. Put those to the side. Jason Aaron. Make Jason Aaron a real quiet guy. I tried to get him to tell me about where he got the inspiration for Scout. Said he just did a lot of reading. He didn't really say that he went out and met any Native Americans or anything on there, but apparently he just did a lot of research and just got enamored with the story. That was cool. Alright, last stack. Be real quick here. Got some good stuff. Thanks for hanging in. Okay, Arthur Pseudonym. Meeting him was really cool. Like I said, he kind of got me to where I had to buy a print. He had all my books. He signed one. Said he signed the rest of them. Got a print. That's fair. So he signed an old Epic Comics. He opened up this Epic Comics, and if you guys out there know, I'm a big Al Williamson fan. Okay, old school Al Williamson fan, and I'm a Ridley Scott Blade Runner fan and stuff. And he picked this book up and he started flipping through it. And he was just like, oh, was this great? And then he saw the preview that Al Williamson did for Marvel Comics back in '82 of the Blade Runner film adaptation. And he was just sitting there just like, oh, this is so good. He was looking at all this Al Williamson work. And we ended up talking about Ridley Scott movies and Al Williamson, man. One of my childhood comic book heroes, you know, heavy metal. He did heavy metal, you know, for you guys that, you know, haven't listened to our podcasts and stuff like that. And he was asking me, where was this at? How did this get printed? What format is it in? I had to tell him it was Marvel. I told him it was a 2-issue miniseries. I said, I don't know if they put it in one book or not as a special, but it seems like I remember one. We talked Blade Runner, and we talked Al Williamson. And I'm sitting here being cool about it, could not believe it. Took a picture with the guy, asked him about his background and artwork. The guy actually studied at places where they made them study Michelangelo and Renaissance people and stuff, and just it's what he wanted to do. So he signed everything I had Marvel Zombie wise. Marvel Zombie Dead Day Special. That's his signature there. All the Army of Darkness stuff. You know, it's all in red, which I think is cool, blood red. Guy's got a sense of humor, you know. About done, guys, about done. It gets better and better, you know. And I found number 5 of this, but I didn't want to go back and bother him. Yeah, he did all these great tribute covers. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm forcing you to look at Arthur pseudonym covers. That's just torture. Oh, I could not believe it. Yeah, it was right in the middle. So like I said, I had a blast. I caught him about 20 minutes before the convention ended and almost talked to him all the way up right up to 6 o'clock. Actually, it was probably longer than that because we'd already been talking and he checked out his number. And this is what's cool, guys. You saw the Jim Steranko one. I wish I'd put it to the side. I want to put these side to side. So now I have both of those. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good stuff, good stuff. And he signed, of course, the hardback edition of the original Marvel Zombies. He did that one in yellow for some reason. I was hoping he put a sketch in. Dave Johnson, he signed this. We'll go on. Tim Sale. Stood in line to see Tim Sale. Right when I got up there, they said, nope, he's taking a break or something, commission break. I don't know what it was. Right when he got to me. So I'm sitting there and they told me to come back maybe 45 minutes later. Got there. And I got up to line. I was in line. I got up there again. The line wasn't too bad, but what was making it go slow was Tim Sale. I'm glad you signed my comic books, man. I don't want to call you out, but I don't expect you to be buddy-buddy. And I know you got people, when people are waiting, it's pretty rude to sit there and talk to some random guy who breaks the line to show you a picture of Joe Ham on his phone, and you two start talking about Mad Men and stuff like that. I mean, you know, I had to sit there and wait for him to talk to this guy for like 5 minutes or more, just standing there, him this far from me, and him just ignoring me talking to some guy that was like talking about Joe Ham, and this guy was playing him. This guy wanted to talk to Tim Sale and get his attention and stuff. He didn't care that he looked like Joe Ham. I mean, it was just, you know, oh, thank God Amanda Connor was back at noon after that little experience. But anyway, I got my stuff signed. Tim Sale. This is out of order, but Joe Linzer got him to sign some stuff. We got it as Don, real nice guy. I got I got 2 copies of Batman Long Halloween 1 and 2, 2 issues each that he signed. Okay, yeah, these are. I put them in what I could. All right, so I got those, and then I got him to. I thought it was pretty cool. I got him to sign at least 2 issues of Superman Confidential 1 and 2. I just wanted a Batman book and a Superman book signed by him. I don't have for all seasons that he did. But I'm kind of, I was feeling weird about what I took and not anymore. I'm just glad I got something signed. Like I said, pseudonym signed that Epic. I showed that, I believe. And then here, oh my gosh. Yeah, I showed all that. Linzer signed my Angela cover for Wizard that he did. Wizard number 64 from 1996. So with Angela coming back, that was kind of cool. And there was a cosplayer who was Angela. Last it, Adam Hughes signed my Wizard that he did the fold-out cover for, number 83, if you've never seen it. All the dates at the time of the 90s. And of course he signed the Dr. Manhattan stuff right there, right there. And he warned me, he said not to, I think he was the one, not to mess with it because it'll take a little time to dry. And I met Lee Weeks. Lee Weeks was a really nice guy, man. And actually, he didn't really come off like a comic book guy. I think he's more into like crime comics and stuff. He signed Destroyer one shot from the 90s. I didn't take my magazines. I didn't know how to take them down there without getting them destroyed. And he signed that. Alright guys, thanks for hanging in there. I know it's a 25-minute video. I'm going to make maybe 2-3 more videos tonight showing my haul. Like I said, I'm going out of town. Thanks for hanging in there, guys.